Hello and welcome to another Wednesday evening chat with Louise. So the last few days I've been looking at a lot of things online. I was watching a video about a chap that he decodes things, world events, things that happen in the world using maths, using numbers, using numerology. And when I first used to read or watch these things, I used to think that I don't know, oh, that was coincidental. And it could go down a rabbit hole where I'm like, oh, you've kind of lost me at the end of the day. And then I thought about it and I just thought, well, actually, maths isn't my thing. I'm not a mathematician. And it made me think of things I'd watched in my childhood, that there was a program where somebody solved murders using maths equations. And then it got me thinking about coding and about how we say that this experience of life as a spiritual person, we feel that Earth is the school, if you like, where you come back to learn the hardest lessons. And a lot of people also have the idea, if you think about the Matrix, we've talked about this before, that it's actually just a game, the whole computer game, if you like. I wasn't brought up in the era of computer games. When I was at school, I think you got Space Invaders and Pac-Man, so that tells you how old I am. But I know a little bit about it. And again, I think it tends to be people that are into the maths and that side of thing that enjoy computer games. Could be wrong, but hey. Looking at coding and how that's written, and then looking at this game of life, if you like. So if it is a game, then there's all these people that are walking around. And I think this is what we call level 1. So level 1's where you're just doing your thing every day and you're not aware of anything else. You're just doing what you're doing. You're just you. And I think level 2 is when you get to that stage where you look at things and realise that you are a player within the game. So looking at that and thinking, oh, why did that happen? Why did that person react to me like that? Why did this, it's again, logical. Have you ever been in a situation where you're driving down the road and you're stuck in traffic and you're getting so frustrated, and yet further along you see this horrendous accident and just think, gosh, if I'd have been 5 minutes earlier, that could have been me. That kind of thing, being aware that, hey, I honestly sit there now when I'm driving and go, that's okay, there must be a reason. I need to slow down. It's going to be fine. I'm going to get there still. And it's really true. You do always get there just the same. So it's how we live our lives, looking at things, perhaps being more analytical, taking that step back, being aware of being a player in the game. And then you've got level 3. And this is, I think, the thing where people are talking about going into the, this next level, going into the 5th dimension. We're stuck in 3D at the minute. We're going to go into 5D. Whatever that means to you, the next stage to me is where you look and go, the player in the game. I'm not going to be that player anymore. You become the programmer. So it's having that choice, being the creator of your life. And this goes back to what people talk about when they talk about the law of attraction. So if you can manifest, and manifesting has been talked about a lot since we've had this series of solar eclipses, a very good time of the year for manifestation. You can actually create your life. Have you ever had a day where you just think, you get up, you're in a bad mood and it just spirals and escalates? And then equally you get up and you don't know why, but you're in a really good mood and your day just gets better and better and better. This is part of the creation, being the creator. So being able to step back another step, and I think that's what it is. 1, you're just in. 2, you've stepped back a little bit and you can see. 3, you take another step back. So you're the person watching yourself being the player within the game. And I love that analogy. However that fits with you, Like I say, we've seen people, you know, that have watched The Matrix, and I have to say, you do sometimes have to think, is it a documentary or a film? Because the way the world is going at the minute, there is so much happening. The numerology of it fascinates me. I don't think I'm ever going to get the hang of it. I would say I'm not a mathematician. In fact, I tend to shy away from numbers. But when people have got that time to analyse and look at dates and look at things like that, is this all code? Is it really just a simulation? Is life, we're just in the game? So if we class ourselves as still being in spirit, our soul essence, whatever you want to call it, is still there. We've never left. This is us from spirit dreaming, playing this game to have experiences, to learn and to grow and to evolve. Then why do we let anything get to us, really? Because it is just a game. And I think if you can turn it on its head like that and enjoy the game and go, okay, no, I'm not doing that. Let's have a level 3 day today. So when you wake up in the morning, just say to yourself, level 3 day today. I'm not just going along, you know, blindfolded. And I'm not going to be just that person that's in there playing the game, feeling you've got to fight, to win, to do all those things. Just step away and be that next level on. And then you've got the NCPs, the non-character players within computer games. And that fascinates me, because if you met people that, if you've questioned them or put an idea out about the world, they just can't compute it, literally. Isn't that interesting? We use that word as well. And it's almost like they're here as part of the program, just doing their repetitive little bit, like fillers, if you like. And then you met the people that have that essence about them, that energy, that vitality, that soul essence that actually speaks to your soul, where you resonate, where you vibe off them. And you think, so how many people out there are from spirit, have souls, are the people, you know, that are living within this game, or players or programmers, whichever way you look at it? Or how many are just fillers? Does everybody have a soul? Does everybody have a... I don't know. I find it fascinating. Anyway, I've gone on too long. We fell down that rabbit hole today. Have a level 3 day tomorrow. Make it a really good day. Thank you for being here.